Well, I did not come up with the idea to interview that person, but Mr. Campbell has known Kathy Hankla for a while, so he kind of set everything up. And she was actually not our first interview candidate, I guess. But the other person wasn't able to do it, so Kathy graciously volunteered, and she's quite wonderful. Well, after interviewing her the first time, she said a lot of interesting things, and I wanted to try to capture all of those comments that she wrote or that she said during the interview. So there were some questions that I asked about what she meant for some of the things, but I didn't ask all of those questions. At one point she said that she thinks of placement cyclically, so you're never fully belonging and you're never fully not belonging. You're just kind of in the cycle of being connected at various periods of your life, and I thought that was really interesting, so I would probably ask her for an example of something like that in her own life, because she does capture a lot of stuff like that in her own writing, and it's a very interesting topic. And she has a bunch of other little hobbies that I think are really interesting. She's interested in music and film and photography and painting and all this other stuff, and I'd actually really like to see some of her artwork. I think that would be really interesting, because she said she wanted to get back into painting recently because she likes the thinginess of paint more than digital photography, because she likes the hands-on experience. Okay, so there weren't really any challenges interviewing her, but writing the interview presented a whole plethora of problems. I've never written an interview before, and I didn't want to chop off any of her sentences, because she said a lot of really awesome things that I thought other people would want to hear, so I wanted to put all of those into the interview, but at the same time you have to make the interview sound interesting, so I can't just have this whole entire sheet full of her dialogue, even though that would be pretty cool, because she says a lot of really cool things. But I mean just trying to make segue into each paragraph and make each new topic sound just as interesting as the opening and the paragraph beforehand, that was a challenge. My favorite part of the actual interview part, as soon as I walked into her office, she had this paper cutout of King Kong, and she had a paper cutout of Barbie, and she was really into claymation in her college years. So, and she said that King Kong was one of her favorite claymations, so that's why she had the little cutout there. But then she also had Barbie on her desk, and she used a Barbie doll in one of her short stories, so I just thought it was really neat to see the actual images that she might have based her short stories on, but she never clarified if that's where she got it or if she got it afterwards, but still, it was cool.